Welcome back. You're still watching Technoholik. And now we're getting on to the category that all of us really like.
Yep.
Everything that's 20K and above, as much as you want to spend. And there are a lot of options in this category too. Take a look.
Now it's time for the entire range of heavyweight Android hyperphones. First up are the two phones from HTC Incredible S. It has a 4-inch Super LCD display up front, and at the back it has an 8-megapixel camera that does 720p HD videos. Incredible S runs on Android 2.2 Froyo and is priced at Rs 29,000. Next is the HTC Sensation. It runs on Android 2.3 Gingerbread, has a large 4.3-inch Super LCD display and an 8-megapixel camera at the back that does 1080p HD videos. Soon to be launched, the Sensation will be definitely priced above Rs 25,000. Samsung also has an Android 2.3 powered superphone, and it's called the Galaxy S2. Up front, it has a 4.3-inch AMOLED display and an 8-megapixel camera at the back. The phone is soon expected in India at a price tag upwards of Rs 30,000. Sony Xperia range has a new member called Sony Xperia Arc. It features a large 4.2-inch display and an 8-megapixel camera at the back. The Arc runs on Android 2.3 Gingerbread and is priced at Rs 32,000. Next is the Motorola Milestone 2. It runs on Android 2.2 Froyo and is powered by a 1 GHz processor. At the back, it features a 5-megapixel camera that does 720p HD videos. Milestone 2 is priced at Rs 30,000. Finally, LG makes it to the high-end Android phones by its Optimus 2X. Optimus 2X runs on Android 2.2 and features a 4-inch TFT screen up front. At the back, it sports an 8-megapixel camera and is priced at Rs 35,000.
Okay, so plenty of good phones are in the high-range category. The boys are going to get really nasty with the phones now.
Yeah.
So, the contenders are the HTC Incredible S, the HTC Sensation, the Galaxy S2, Xperia Arc, Motorola Milestone 2, and the LG Optimus 2X. Sagar, go.
Well, see, now when you buy such an expensive phone, the only thing which I wanted to do is obviously perform well. So all of these phones do perform in the same range. But I want my phone to look like God mode.
To look hot.
To look hot. And well, the only phone which looks jaw-droppingly hot in this lineup is obviously the Sony
Ericsson Xperia Arc.
This is the only phone which actually makes Android look cool. I mean, I have not seen any of the Android phones look any different. All of them look like twins of each other. But this is the phone which actually makes a difference. So if I want to be caught with a phone in my hand, spending close to 30 grand, this is the phone for me.
I'm going to give my pick out. Yeah. And you guys know, I was in love, I'm completely still in love with the Samsung Galaxy AMOLED. Like, come on. That was a phone that when I saw it, I realized, okay, if Android had to be something, I would rather have it be this phone. That is my pick out of this category.
So you'll pick this Galaxy S2? Galaxy
S2 when it launches. But now if you want to get a Galaxy phone, the current one is not bad either.
Yeah. Okay, the phone that I would really love to pick and I would want that and nothing else in the world is really the HTC Sensation. But there's a problem. One, we don't know when it's launching. Two, we don't know the kind of price it's launching at. Okay, so which is the phone that is most likely to bring dual-core power to India first?
Optimus 2X.
Optimus 2X. That's the only one that is going to be bringing that particular power range to India. It's a Tegra 2. Which basically means there is a possibility you might get the PlayStation activator on that. But optimally, I would see the Sensation come to India within the next 2 months. And the same applies to the LG Optimus 2X as well. And hopefully the same applies to the Samsung Galaxy S2 as well. So optimally, all of these phones should be in India in the next 2 months. So for the next 2 months, just hold on to your wallets. Don't buy anything. Wait till these come out. It should be either of these 3 phones that you buy. Don't bother with anything else.
Okay, so as Varun says, hold on to your wallets. Don't buy any of the high-range phones because there are better phones in the offering. But if you still want to spend money now, you can pick either one of me or Sagar's options. I like the Samsung Galaxy S2 and Sagar loves the Sony Xperia Arc because it just makes him look so hot. And at the end of this very large Android buying segment, we talked about a lot of phones. So here's a quick recap of all of them.
Now let's take a quick recap of what phones are worth your money if you're looking to go Android. In the low range of Android phones, we have the Spice MI310, which is priced at Rs 9,000. The phone is loaded with Android 2.2, has a 3.15-inch display up front, and a 2-megapixel camera at the back. Moving a level up to the mid-range Android phones, the winners are the Samsung Ace, available for Rs 15,500, which has a 3.5-inch display and runs on Android 2.2 Froyo. The LG Optimus is next, priced at Rs 11,000. It too runs on Android 2.2 and has a 3.2-inch display up front. Coming up to the high-end Android phone range, the winner is Sony Xperia Arc, which is priced at Rs 32,000. It runs on Android 2.3 Gingerbread and has a huge 4.2-inch display. Samsung Galaxy S2 also makes it to the winners, and if you don't like any of the winners at the moment, hold on to your wallet.
Now, after that really large, very intense Android buying guide, it was still a great week in technology. Plenty of other gadgets and gizmos were launched. Siddharth Sharma wraps up all the news for us.
Thanks, guys. Well, Tech World was in full swing this week. It had phone launches, it had tablet launches, it even had a full network crash, and also an announcement to the next generation popular gaming console. But first up, there's a new kid on the block. It's an Android phone and it's called the Acer Liquid Mini. Take a look.
Acer is hoping to catch up in the Android race by launching its Android 2.2 Froyo-powered phone, calling it the Liquid Mini. The name definitely does not match up to the build quality, as it's solid and sturdy. Along with chrome, curves and soft touch casing, it also boasts of a 5-megapixel camera and is powered by a 600 MHz Qualcomm processor. The phone is filled with all the standard Android features and is priced at Rs 12,000. Well, Acer Liquid Mini sure comes under the mid-range Android phone segment, but I'm sure it can give any high-end Android phone also a run for its money. Well, moving on, Research in Motion entered the past by launching a CDMA-powered BlackBerry. Take a look. CDMA loyalists, if there are any, had a treat this week. BlackBerry Style was introduced by Research in Motion in India this week, and it's a CDMA phone. BlackBerry Style features a flip design and runs on the latest BlackBerry 6 OS. At the back, the Style features a 5-megapixel camera and up front has an external screen for viewing notifications. CDMA option in a BlackBerry really does not look that bad, but will it really work in a GSM-driven Indian market? We'll have to wait and watch for that. But gamers had a good news this week, as Nintendo is all set to launch the second generation Wii console next year, and they're showcasing it in June. No words on the name, specification or the price, but the word is out. Nintendo is all set to unveil the successor to its popular gaming Wii console at the E3 gaming convention happening in June this year. Would there be a new game controller, or will the Nintendo bring something to compete with the Kinect sensor of their Xbox 360? Early to predict, but the answer is just a month away. Well, I'm sure the second generation Nintendo Wii would offer something different than what the present gaming console makers have to offer in the market at the moment. But moving from the high point of gaming to one of the low points, about 70 million subscribers were left stranded this week when the PlayStation Network suddenly crashed. Take a look. The PlayStation Network services went down last week, with Sony just vaguely acknowledging an external intrusion. Speculations are also that Sony shut down the network to prevent piracy of its content on its network. The major concern for users still remains the uncertainty over whether the credit card information of the paying subscribers was compromised. Well, we really hope that Sony gets its PlayStation Network up and running soon and make the gaming community happy once again. And that about wraps up all the lowdown on technology news this week. Back to you guys.
Alright guys, time for our second break on the show, but in the next one, money to spend on technology this weekend other than Android. Take a look at our weekend picks.